So you're reassigned by the Jets today. Obviously, you're kind of expecting that. What does it mean? What did the time that you were able to spend with the Winnipeg Jets mean for you as a young player?
Well, it was obviously great, and to see how they operate up there, and to get to know a lot of the players and get that experience, and it was great. I got to know a lot of guys, and the coaches were very helpful for the time that I was up there, and it was just a great learning experience.
And is that a big advantage? Because like traditionally you guys have like a development camp, you have training camp, and you get to know, you form relationships. And as a college guy, obviously you're not here as much, but you obviously didn't get that this year because 2020 was so weird. So how important was that to be able to create? I mean, and again, I know it was limited. I know you guys had to stay, separated from each other, but to be able to create those bonds on the ice with players that you hope to eventually be with, in your career.
Yeah, it's definitely short-lived when you're out there, but training camp was helpful as well. I felt more comfortable as I went along and got to know some more players, and eventually when I was assigned to the taxi squad, that helped me get closer to a lot of the players as well, and it's helpful for the future. And now I got to get to know a whole new group of guys here, so it's nice.
And sorry, I muted myself. I was looking back. Your last game with UMD was almost a year ago. It was March 7th. So, I mean, you're a young player, and that's a lot of time off. What has it been like for you just mentally, not physically, but mentally, just trying to stay prepared, stay ready without all of these games?
It's something that I've never experienced before. So just got to learn on the fly, and especially over the summer, it was an extended summer, but try and take breaks in between training, try not to burn myself out before the season even gets started. And eventually when I got up here, I felt as if I was as ready as I could be, and felt that the training camp went well, and I did the best that I could, and now it's time here for the Moose and do as good as I can here. So.
Well, speaking of time for the Moose and do as well as you can, I mean, like I said, March 7th was your last game. We know now your next game is going to be on Monday, most likely. So how excited are you now to play your first pro game and actually get into some game action?
Oh, very excited. I've been waiting for this moment for 11 months and some change. So it was definitely a long wait, but well worth the wait, and I'm really looking forward to Monday.
Yeah, I mean, I know guys dream about playing in the NHL. That's obviously every young player's dream, is to take their first step to, the pro game by being in the NHL, but yours will start in the AHL. Still, what does that mean for you to be able to, like I said, step on the ice as a pro hockey player for the first time?
It means a lot. A lot of players don't get to this spot, and I feel fortunate enough to be here. And a lot of great players started in the AHL, so take this as a learning experience, and try and do my best and go from there.
And, the one thing I was talking about it with Coach, and it's an opportunity in the sense that you guys have a really good, like this could be your defensive core with the Moose / the Jets for years to come, given all of those young prospects. So do you see this as an opportunity, just to kind of really get to know and solidify those relationships that, like I said, could be, next year, this year, or in 5 years, whatever it is, really coming to the fore with the Winnipeg Jets?
Yeah, absolutely. I knew a few of these guys from development camps before, so that was helpful as well. But I'm really just looking forward to getting to know everybody here, and building those relationships when we can at the rink, since we're not able to do it outside the rink. But I feel like once the games start getting going, and I think everyone will start to come together.
Dylan, my last question for you, and really, we always talk about the Minnesota Mafia here in Winnipeg because there's so many of you guys that are in the organization. But does it make it easier for you? I mean, again, it's probably an obvious question, but like, is it a lot easier for you when knowing you've got older guys, older in quotes, like Forbort and Pionk, you've got guys like Toninato and Cease, like not necessarily from the Duluth area, but from Minnesota. Does that make it easier for you coming into the organization and having those connections already?
Oh, absolutely. It was very helpful this summer, especially training after the bubble. And Neil and Forbert came back, and I was training with them along with a few other pro players that were Duluth alumni, and especially coming up here, just being able to reach out to Neil Pionk especially, and just kind of him helping me through and giving me some tips and some pointers on training camp, and that I felt like that was really helpful, and I'm really thankful for it. So.
Okay, well, that's good. That's all I've got. Thanks, Dylan. Have a nice weekend.
Yeah. Thank you. You as well.
We'll go next to Austin Siragusa. Go ahead, Austin.
Hey, Dylan, you talked about the excitement of getting into your first pro game on Monday, but then you got another one Tuesday, another one Thursday, another one Friday. So 4 games in 5 days here. Like you said, it's been almost a full year since you played your last game. Is fatigue a worry for you at all, just playing that much in that sort of time, or how is the body feeling going into these games?
I mean, it's obviously a lot of games in a short period of time, but that's where the recovery portion of things come into play. And I feel as though I've had enough training throughout the summer and throughout the month and a half I've been here. And I feel as though I'm ready for this challenge, and I'm looking forward to it.